So, for today's video, this video is going to be the live update video, Whisper Ramble. I don't know why I didn't want to do it as the first video coming back because I was doing a lot of the live updates and then just leaving, so I thought I would start off with not doing that and then see how I go. But anyway, I'm going to be doing it in the get ready with me style just because I know I do a lot of them, but I just love them so much and it makes it so much easier because I'm going to pre-film a couple of videos after this, so it's like killing two birds with one stone as well. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and I hope that you will enjoy. We have a different makeup bag today. This one has little bushings on it. Surprisingly, I got it in a show bag from the Melbourne show, and honestly, it's so cute and it's so big too, so it just fits everything. Alright. So I've written down a couple of notes that I want to go through because I find a lot of the time with my whisper rambles I forget what I want to talk about, so I've written it all down so that I remember. And first things first, elephant in the room, I dyed my hair. I don't know if it's that noticeable on camera, but I'll put like a picture up, but she is bright red now. I've been wanting to dye my hair red for such a long time, but my mum used to dye her hair red all of the time, and so I didn't want to dye my hair red because then I'd be like I'm copying my mum, but she's since stopped, so it's my turn. Firstly, going in with the tried and true e.l.f. putty primer. It's the best. Also, I don't know what it is, but I feel like the setup looks a bit off today. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I think it's because the wall strip light that I used to have, well, I still have, but it's just like completely died. Like, it's not as bright as it used to be when I filmed a year ago, which that makes me feel weird that I've been gone for a year. So, but like, it's explainable that like it would kind of lose its strength, but it's annoying because the lighting just doesn't give the same effect, and so now I feel like I'm so bright but the background is so dark and I don't know how I feel about it. Applying this stuff with blonde nails is so difficult. Like trying to get it out of the little container. Okay, so going into the actual live update itself. So the last whisper ramble, I said that I started studying a Bachelor of Film, and I'm still doing that. I am currently in my I finished my third trimester. Saying trimesters makes it sound like I'm pregnant, but I'm not, I swear. We're just gonna go for a simple look today. I think it's also the angle of the camera. I think it was going like down, I don't know. When you have long nails, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I don't know what to say, but I finished finished my third trimester, and that's probably the main reason why I've been gone. I've just been really busy. In the last live update, I was saying how I was finding it hard to kind of juggle uni with filming, and that was definitely still the case because of the studio classes. They are intense. Each trimester you have to make a short film and like produce it and everything, and some trimesters you need to work on multiple short films, and it just gets so hectic, especially when you're also going into uni, going into classes, and then the weekends are like filled with doing homework, going to short film like sets. It gets so hectic. So that's why in my third trimester I finished my third trimester of uni in August this year, and then afterwards I ended up taking a break, so I deferred from trimester 4, so I'm going to be studying that next year. So right now I'm not studying, just taking a little bit of a break. I could feel myself starting to burn out by the end of the third trimester, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, because I also, another update, I also have a new job. So last year I quit my hospitality job, and then this year around May, like end of April, beginning of May, I started at my new retail job. So I now work at a clothing store instead of with food, which honestly, it's so much better. Like, it's not as rushed, and like, I'm forgetting how hard it is to talk while doing makeup. It's so much more like easy to manage. You get like closer to the customer and like you can talk to them better, rather than like, alright, hi, here's your food, fuck off, you know, which like it's alright, but like it's not as demanding, not as much time management. There is still time management, but it's not as hectic, because hospitality, it can get really hectic. It's honestly just a lot more better. Some of the customers can be worse in retail than in hospitality, but that's like debatable. But it's just, for me personally, I like having that connection with the customers rather than just providing a service for them, because when I work with clothes, I can actually like talk to the customer, figure out what clothes they're wanting, and spend a little bit like more like time with them and get to know them a little bit more, rather than being like, hi, what do you want? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. You know what I mean? And the people are just so nice. I've always loved this company. It gets a little bit of flack online, but honestly, I've always loved the clothes. I've always wanted to work there, so the fact that I'm now working there is honestly amazing. And I love it. So, because I started in May, by the time I started my like trimester 3 of uni, which started, I'm pretty sure, at the end of May, that's when I realised, oh shit, this is hard, like with work and with uni at the same time. So I was even more busy, and so by the time it got to this current trimester at the start of like mid-September, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna save some money, because at that point I had like 0 savings. So I wanted to save money, get my license, get my car, but that's out of the question as well. I have not done any progress to that, which honestly I'm in no rush to do that. But yeah, so I go back to uni, as I said, the start of next year, and I'm excited because next trimester it goes into documentaries, which that will be interesting. Documentaries is going to be a little bit different, because the first 3 trimesters we just did short films, so it was like the same stuff. So I'm excited for next trimester. I was initially going to just, because there was 2 classes that I was meant to do in trimester 4. There was a studio class and then there was a theory class. And initially I was just going to do the theory class. The theory class takes up, I'm pretty sure, like 30 credits, and then the theory class takes up 10 credits, so you can kind of figure out the kind of workload. So the studio class would have been like 3+ hours a week. No, it would have been like 5, no, like 1 day, full day of classes, and then another like 2-hour, 3-hour class, and then the theory class was just one like 2-hour class a week. And so because the studio classes I've been really like burnt out from, and that was the main thing I wanted to break from, I figured I would defer from the studio class and then just keep the theory class, just so that way I was still going into uni and I was still getting into the habit of like study and stuff like that. But it ended up biting me in the arse, because going into uni only for like 2 hours a week, it felt more like a chore that I had to do, like going to the doctor's office like in the week, and I wasn't really paying attention. And then outside of class I wasn't like studying or doing the like pre-class reading or anything like that, because I was just so busy. And so by the time that it got to a project being due, I was like, I don't even understand the project because I haven't been paying attention. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna defer from this class as well while I still can, so that way I can come back to uni with a fresh start next year. So hopefully by the time I go back next year, I'm not like, oh shit, I have to get back into the like study mode. But yeah, another reason why I deferred was because I'm a little bit in debt with like Afterpay and ZipPay at the moment, admittedly, as much as I'm embarrassed to admit. And so at the moment I can like work a lot more to save a lot more and pay all of that off, so that by the time I go back to uni next year I can afford less shifts, because I'm still living at home and like I don't have much bills to pay, so I can afford to do that. In my 3rd trimester I ended up writing, because each trimester you have to write a script, and then in class we choose which one we produce, and my script got chosen. So I have a finished short film that me and my classmates worked on, me as the writer producer, and then I had a director and like we got like a full cast, and I'm like so proud of it. I still need to apply it to short film festivals and stuff like that, because that one, like applying it to short film festivals, it has a fee, so that needs to come out of my own pocket. So I still need to apply it for short film festivals, and then after that I can share it, and I'm so excited about it. I forgot how hard it is to do makeup with long nails. I used to get long nails all of the time, but then I just ended up stopping because of money, and so now I haven't worn long nails in like months. So trying to get in the swing of doing things and functioning with long nails is difficult. I haven't been saying what products I've been using, but all of it will be listed down below anyway. But for the eyeshadow, I used the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette, which it's been in my makeup bag and like travelled with so much that the actual like label is completely faded off. The next life update I have is I am no longer single. So I now have a boyfriend. His name is James, and I love him so much. So we met through Bumble. I had a Bumble and I was like going on dating apps and stuff like that. I think I said that in my last life update, that I was like going on dates, and boy do I have some story times about some of the dates that I went on, like bro. But anyway, and in my Bumble bio I had my personal Instagram handle. In my bio, and so he messaged me through Instagram, and his profile was on private, and he had no profile picture other than like an AFL logo for his profile picture, and he's like, "Hi, I saw you on Bumble, I think you're really cute." And so me, at this point, I had gone on like a couple of really bad dates, and I was starting to like be really over Bumble. Like at that point I wasn't even like looking at my Bumble anymore, swiping or anything, and I still had it downloaded, but I just wasn't going on it, and I was starting to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna let fate run its course, and I don't really want to get into that anymore. And so then I get this message from this guy who has no photo, and I'm like, I mean, fuck it, let's see where it goes. So I think I sent something back like, I would say the same back, but I can't see your profile picture. And he's like, I'll send you a photo after I finish work. And I'm like, bet. And so then we go on a couple of dates, we like keep talking, and we have like a ton in common. And so I was like, oh, we go on some dates, and like based on his messages I thought he would be like a lot more introverted, but then I met him in person and he's really manly, and I'm like, oh god, like that wasn't what I was expecting at all. And then because at that point I hadn't ever been in a relationship and he hadn't either, and so I was a little bit like just scared for commitment, because I was like, I don't know, like I was just really scared to to like get in a relationship for the first time, but I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna follow my gut. Like, so I did it. We started dating. We made it official in January, so it's coming on to a year now, and honestly I'm just so happy. He's the actual cutest. He's a lot more introverted than me, so I don't know if I can convince him to get in front of the camera, unfortunately. He lives in the CBD, whereas I live more in the suburbs. I'm not going to say where because confidential. Same reason why I'm not stating where I'm working, confidential. But and his apartment is right in front of a tram stop, and that tram goes directly to my uni, so it makes it so convenient. I've been staying at his house every weekend. He doesn't really stay at mine because my house is a lot smaller. There's me, 3 of my siblings and my parents, whereas he only lives with his parents and he is the only child. He's an only child. And I share a room with my sister, and I have a single bed, and the only place that we could sleep is in the lounge room. So it's just a lot easier for me to stay at his house, especially since I go to uni in the city as well. And also with my work, I pick up shifts like at other stores around Melbourne as well, because some of the other stores need like shifts to be covered. So I work at my main store and then also stores in the city as well, and so I have a reason to go to the city, whereas my boyfriend doesn't really have a reason to come out into the suburbs where I live. So I just find it easier to stay at his apartment, and it's honestly become a routine. Like, we go to the same places, we go and play pool on one of the levels of his apartment. They have a pool table that's shared with the entire apartment, so we go up and play pool. We go to the gym at his apartment as well. And yeah, it's just honestly become routine, and he's great. I kind of want him to get to know my family a little bit more, because he doesn't really come over to our house. He doesn't really know my family as much as I know his parents. So I kind of want to plan more things where he can hang out with my family. But I've been meeting like his cousins and stuff like that, which is really exciting, because this is both of our first relationships. We're still kind of figuring out things as we go. But I'd say we're pretty much still in the honeymoon phase a little bit. And yeah, so far so good. The next thing, I think this is one of the last things I wanted to talk about. Yeah, this is one of the last things I wanted to talk about before I went on like my 1-year hiatus. We're gonna call it the Grand 2023 hiatus. That's what we're gonna call it from now on. Or the Neffa Drought. I kind of like the Neffa Drought a little bit better, so that's what we're gonna call it. The Great Nea Drought. In that last life update I filmed at my best friend's house, and I was saying how I'm going to be moving in with her. So I probably shouldn't have made a live update saying all of that, because that's no longer the case. So now that I have my boyfriend, situation is going to be. I've been contemplating, like, if it gets to that point, I might want to move in with my boyfriend instead. And then also, her sister is going to be moving in to the spare bedroom as well. And so I just realised that it's probably still going to be really crowded. And with her fiance moving in from America in a couple of weeks now, I just think it'd be better for them to keep to like their family, and then me and my sister will figure out our moving situation soon. I just realised that I was kind of rushing to move out when honestly I just wasn't in like the right place to move out, like financial place. So I'm probably not going to be filming at my best friend's house, but I'm thinking of trying to film at my boyfriend's apartment, because on Tuesdays I usually stay at his apartment and he has work, and his parents are really quiet as well, and because their windows are soundproof so you can't really hear much of like the city life. So I'm thinking of giving it a go, seeing how it is to film, but the setup is going to be really plain. That's the only thing, but we'll see. Right now my best friend is in America, and then at the end of November they're going to be moving. Her fiance is going to be moving from the US to Australia, like for good, and then they have their wedding. Let's do some extra makeup tapping because I always forget to do that in my get ready with me's. What was I saying? Yeah, their wedding is going to be on the 7th of December, and me and my boyfriend are going to be going. I am the maid of honor. It's just going to be a really casual wedding, but I'm so excited for it, and I'll definitely share photos as well. I'm going to ask my boyfriend if he's comfortable with me sharing a photo of him in the video. If he says yes, if he says no, we'll see. I don't think I'm going to do an eyeliner look. I'm just going to pop on some mascara and call it a day. Oh, I forgot to do something. My nose. I think there's like hair or something, but it's irritating me. But I think that's pretty much all of the updates. I'm now working uni. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I discovered this mascara before or after I left, but the Rare Beauty mascara is now my all-time favorite mascara. It does not, well, it does a little bit, but like that's only when I like leave it on for hours and hours and hours. It stays on, it doesn't flake, it makes my eyelashes look amazing, because other mascaras, like if I like rub my eye, like look at that difference. My eyelids are so oily, so other mascaras, it would just get all over the place, and like I would get like raccoon eyes. This one does not do that. Wow. I love this mascara so much. I've had to do my makeup for work to look like I'm going on like a night out. So I have to wear makeup for work. So I've been doing my makeup a lot more, and I've learned the art of doing my makeup really fast, and also the art of doing makeup on the train, because sometimes if I'm staying with my boyfriend I have to catch a train to work, and so I just put my makeup bag in like a little carry bag for work, and I do my makeup on the train, and yeah, my eyes look so cute. Alright, let's pop some setting spray. Another thing, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Amazing, absolutely amazing. It keeps my makeup on all day. It is insane. It looks like I'm wearing falsies, but I'm not. It's insane. Don't be close, don't be close. I normally do my mascara after setting spray, because then I get, if I do put setting spray after mascara, I always get mascara underneath my eye, which I did today. But you know what? It's a look. With my red hair, I have been loving using the Rare Beauty lip oil in the shade Wonder. It looks so good. With my brown hair, it always looked a little bit too bright for my liking, but now that I have really bright hair, it looks like a really pretty pinky nude, and it's so cute. A little bit of a pink lip liner. This is the Colourpop Barbie lip liner in the shade Dream House. That looks so pink, oh my god. And then the lip oil. It's not really a nude, but it's like a rosy colour, and it's so nice. Look at that. So cute. And that, my friends, is the finished Whisper Ramble Get Ready With Me. So, as for my schedule, it's going to be one video a week, which I'm going to be uploading Saturdays at midday Australian time. I don't know what time that is in American time, but yes, Saturdays at 12 p.m. AEST. Yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week. I love you all so much. I hope you all have an amazing day or night, whatever time of day it is for you. And I'll see you all in a